Hey y'all, welcome back to Brandy's Decor and More. For today's video, I have a DIY that will be of a sock gnome. And I wasn't going to do a St. Patrick's Day video, but yesterday I was playing around and I wanted some other extra added decor in my home for St. Patrick's Day. And as you may see a little bit here, I do have my home decorated for St. Patrick's Day, and I will be bringing to y'all a home tour. So I wanted to make a gnome, and I've been wanting to do this for some time now. And so I decided yesterday, like I said, to create this gnome, and I will bring him in closer so that you can see him. And then as we will also be making a girl gnome as well. And I'll give you some insight on exactly how I made this gnome. And it was very, very easy. And pretty much all the supplies you can pick up from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of, there's one thing in particular that I did pick up from Walmart instead because I thought it was a better bang on your buck, so to speak. And I wanted my gnome to be pretty plump, I guess you could say. So I used, I would say, about 2 pounds of rice. So let me show you what you'll need for this project here. I'm gonna sit him right back over here. And okay, so to get started with, for your base, you're gonna need a sock. And I did pick up these men's full cushion cruise socks. You get a set of 2. And so for each gnome, of course, you'll need 1 sock. So luckily out of that pack, I was able to have another one for my girl. And so I have an extra here. And then for the hat, now you could use fabric if you have that on hand. I found some real cute socks, and I did have the extra pair left over, but I can use it for another project. But I did also pick up this one as well. So this is gonna be used for the girl. And as you see, this one has like the Celtic symbol there at the top. And you can kind of reposition your gnome too, you know, however you want it. But so I got this pair of socks here. And then I also pulled from my stash some of this cotton white twine. So I'll use that to tie it up at the top with a sock. And then I also have this green yarn. When I picked this yarn up at Walmart, probably within the last couple years, this was like $1 at Walmart, and I picked up a lot of different colors, but that was before Dollar Tree was selling yarn. So you probably can find a much bigger roll at Dollar Tree, but this was from Walmart. And then also, like I was mentioning about the rice, I found this big bag of 5 pounds of rice. And I wanted this because, like I said, I wanted him to be pretty plump. And so I can get enough for him and for her. And then I have another Easter project that will also be with the men's socks. So be on the lookout for that as well. I may end up going back to pick up some more rice for that other project. But I did pick up this 5 pound bag here. And for the 5 pound bag, it was $2.48. I'm sorry, I have it written down over here. So $2.48. All right, so then also I picked up this mop head. It does come in just a little bag, and this was from the Dollar Tree as well. And I thought that I was going to use the whole thing, but it was just way too much. So I cut off 20 strands. And so you see I have plenty more left over. So I'll be using that. And then also for our socks, so we can get it filled, I do have a measuring cup and a funnel. so let's go ahead and get started here. Let's shift her over here. And we'll go ahead and grab our sock here. Let me throw this one over here. All right, so I am going to go ahead and fill my measuring cup with my rice. This will be a lot easier to get it filled this way. All right, so I have my sock here and put my funnel down in here, and then I'm gonna start pouring down in here. Now, instead of rice, you could use the pebbles that's from Dollar Tree, and you know, that will work just as well too. I've just always used the rice, and I've never had any problems with the rice or anything. So, you know, over time you may have to worry about, you know, things with bugs and things like that. But I just didn't know how much I would need of the pebbles, and that would be a lot to have to, you know, purchase so many bags. So I'm using the rice. If I start seeing that it's an issue, then it's not no big deal. I'll just go ahead and, you know, toss it and start over, or, you know, and I'm not out of a lot of money, so to speak. So I think you can do this project for probably, I don't know, maybe $5 or less, depending upon what supplies you have on hand. All right, so let me go ahead and get some more rice here. And really, on this one here, I did fill it up to about where the rib part of the top of the sock is. And as I would go, I would do like this, and then it would pack it down even more. And then it would, let me move it back so you'll see a little bit more, sorry. And then that way, it, like I said, it would get a little bit more plump. Okay, see how you can still kind of pack it down like this, and that's looking good so far. Now, if you wanted your gnome to be a little bit skinnier, you can use less rice or pebbles, but like I said, I wanted my plump. And then when we get finished with this, I'll show you where I have both of them at. And then that way, you know, you can see what it looks like displayed. All right, so I'm gonna go with a little bit more. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I don't have a whole lot more to go, but instead of y'all just sitting here and watching the whole time, I know I don't like to do that for time purposes, so you're not just sitting here, you know, watching the same thing. So let me go ahead and get this filled up to where I like it, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, y'all, so I have her all filled here. And I did go up into the ribbed part probably by about ½ an inch to an inch. And I have a kitchen scale as well, and I did weigh it. Now each one, this one was 2 pounds, 12 ounces. And this one was, I measured out to be in the same, just so that they would be about the same weight. So for the girl here, I have some twine, and I'm going to cut off a little bit here so that I can go ahead and tie it around the top here. So I'm going to cut off a piece here. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it right around. Okay, so it's gonna look just like this. And I'm gonna trim these pieces back, but you're not gonna see them because your other sock will be covering this piece here. So I am going to now go ahead and I am going to, let's go ahead and start now with the other sock here. I am not going to completely glue this down at this point because I do want to be able to reposition this. And so what I mean by that is I still need to make her hair, and I need to give her, oh, I didn't mention about this, y'all, I'm sorry. For the nose, now I have a pearl bead, and I did pick this up from Dollar Tree. There was a pack of, I think it was 40 of them. This is the largest pearl bead. Now, I would have rather have used a large wood bead, but unfortunately I don't have one on hand. And they also make the wood beads in a pack, which I think that there's some that's a little bit larger than this, but you would have to, you know, try to paint those as well. And I'm just gonna leave it just the white pearl bead. So I forgot to mention about that I will be using that as the nose. And then for the embellishment, I did a shamrock on this one, but I thought it'd be cute to do a glittered sticker heart, and this also came in a pack from Dollar Tree. I've had it for several years now. I'm not sure if they're still carrying them, but that's what I've decided to use. And I'm sure you could either, if you wanted something like that, you could get one of the packs. Well, the Valentine stuff is done and over with, but you know, you could cut it out on paper or find a heart sticker or something like that, or if you have a shamrock in your stash, that'd be cute too. So all I did, as you see here, is I just took the sock and I just pushed it right down there over top. So there's what we have with that so far. And later on, I will bring it around like this, and then we will do the same thing as over here. And I did cut the end of the sock off. So, but you know, just try to position it down here as best that you can, because our nose will be going right up underneath the sock there. All right, so let's go ahead now and get started. I'm gonna set her over to the side over here, and let's go ahead and get started with our mop head for her hair. And I'm going to take another 20 pieces, and I'm gonna cut the whole strand off, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna make her braids for her hair. All right, so I have 2 sets of 10, and what I've decided that I'm going to do is I'm gonna lay all of these strands out flat here. That's what I did with the beard over here. I took 20 strands total for his beard, and I laid them all out just like this. I'm gonna have them all nicely here so you can see them. And then what I did was I took a piece of the, oh goodness, what is it called? The twine. And what I did was I just took it from the middle and I tied it and then brought it down, and that's what made his beard. So with hers, I am going to cut one piece so that I can tie the top of these, and then I am going, and then you can braid it if you want to. I'm not going to actually braid it, but you can if you want to. Some people also that I've seen, they like to pull the strands apart, and you could do that as well. But I'm trying to have it where y'all can see this. I'm sorry. You know, and that's real cute too, and I think it would be adorable. But I'm just going to do mine like this, make it real simple for y'all. So there, I've tied all my strands together, and we can trim all this up at the bottom. Don't worry about that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and trim this now, because I would like for them to be pretty much about the same length. Or I'll tell you what, let's see. Maybe I can pull them through where it's not so long. I have to figure out which ones are which. Okay, that's all we needed to do. All right, there we go. Okay, so It's like, look, like I said, they're tied up the top here. I'm gonna do also another tie towards the bottom. And I'm sure you could use colored yarn as well. I just went with the a mop head, but you know, if you would rather use like an orange or red instead, then I think that would be just fine as well. So do whichever you think you like. All right, bring those strands down in here so it kind of blends in. All right, so that's what our strands look like there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with these, and we'll go ahead and get them glued down. Okay, so I tried to go ahead and have them about the same length. And the second time when I laid them down, I made sure that they were about the same length laying down so that when I tied them, it was pretty even. I did have to kind of adjust, but it was real simple. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab her back up, and I want the buckle, of course, to be right there in the front. And y'all, I tried to find some other socks that was a little bit more, I guess you'd say, girly-like, but everything else, there was something that was gonna be in the way once I brought this part up, so I just, this is what I went with. And I thought, in my opinion, I like this one better for the boy. So I am going to go ahead and find me a place on each side. It's kind of hard for me to show because I need to turn around towards myself, but I'm just gonna stick these pieces right up underneath the sock here, and then I'm going to hot glue them once I'm happy with where it's at. So maybe it's best for me to lay it down like this, and see, I'm just gonna tuck it. I don't know how well you can see it, but you know, just tuck it right up under there. Let's see, I'm gonna do it on each side here, and then that, like I said, I will glue it down. That's so cute. Okay, so there's so far what that looks like. You kind of get the idea. And then once this is glued down, then I'm gonna go ahead and attach the nose as well. But I think this is so super cute. And then when we get done, after all that, then we'll go ahead and cut this off here, fix this, and then I will add the heart to it. All right, so I like where these are positioned. And so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hot glue gun and get these glued down. All right, so I have her braids all nicely done here. Let me move this out of the way here so you can see. Oh, I think she's already coming out looking so adorable already. I'm sorry, y'all, it's kind of hard to, let me see if I can reposition her a little bit here so you can see her. Oh, I think she's cute already. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little pearl bead here, turn her back around for a second, and go ahead and get this glued down. Let me make sure I know exactly where I want it to go. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, it's so cute so far. All right, so let's go ahead and fix this hat. And let's see, I want to bring it around. And I'm going to cut it. Let's see, I don't want to cut it back too far because I do want to, let me go ahead and cut my green yarn here. I do want to have a little bit kind of hanging down here. So I think I'm going to go right past where as you can see, where the back of the sock is, where your heel would go. So I'm gonna go down a little bit further, and I'm gonna cut down a little bit further, and if I need to, I can always cut more off, but I'll see if I like this right here. And you see how much I've already cut off at the end of that sock. So, and then that way I can bring it around like I did that one, like this. And then I'm gonna tie my piece of yarn like right there. So let's see here. All right, I'm trying to hide this heel part a little bit so it's not so obvious what it is. So I kind of tucked it underneath there, and I try to do the same thing with that one. All right, let me see if I have enough to make myself a bow. Hopefully I do. Okay, no I don't. All right, let me get a little bit of a bigger piece. All right, so hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. Just adding this. I think it's just so stinking cute. And you know, even if you want to do a different colored sock, I already had the socks on hand. And so I don't like this piece hanging down like this. Okay, let me snip this off at the bottom. I already had it on hand, so I used what I had on, and I did purchase a few things, but I was looking, when I made this project, I just wanted to put a little bit into it, but I knew what I already had on hand. Okay, so there she is. She's all completed. Oh, no, she's not. No. Let's go ahead and add this sticker to it. So I'm going to go ahead and still, even though it's sticky, I'm still going to add a little bit of glue just to make sure that it stays on there. And here's my little finger protectors. Love these things. I have these at Dollar Tree as well, and I have a pack that I purchased from them. This one that I have came from Hobby Lobby. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I just think she's so stinking cute. So, I hope that this project gives you some inspiration. And I have a special spot where I will be placing these two. Let me go ahead and move this hot glue gun out of the way so I don't burn myself. But I had a little place where I wanted to place these, and I just, when I made this other one, the boy, I was like, well, I have a place that I want to put them, and you will see them in my home tour. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this project, and hopefully I wasn't too scattered along the way, scatterbrained. I was kind of like doing this on the fly, and I love the way that they turned out, and I just think they're so cute. And I have something for Easter similar to this that I will be doing as well. So if you like this project, come on back, because I have several Easter DIYs that I will be doing. I'm so excited about them. So be on the lookout for the St. Patrick's Day home tour and the Easter DIYs as well. All right, y'all. Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, as well as if you are visiting my channel for the first time, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and check out some of my other videos as well. So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. Bye. I forgot to insert this video clip of exactly where I have them. So I have it sitting here right below my buffet. And if you've seen any of my home tours before, I have this tricycle that's down here on the right side. And then they are sitting here on this popcorn bucket that I have chalk painted. And then I have this little washcloth that I have them placed on. I thought with the colors of the green and white, I thought that it would go together nicely. And here they are. So I am so happy with the way that they turned out.